Hi, welcome back to Metal Rules TV, where the underground meets the playground. I'm Jeff Rappaport.
I'm Evan from Sadgiqacea.
Fred, Sadgiqacea.
Kenny Scheffel, Northeast Philly.
That's an awesome band, by the way. Northeast Philly. Love them.
They're great, you know, a lot of good things. I heard they're releasing it and it's coming out on Tower Records.
It's coming out on Tower Records. When they resurrect from the grave.
I heard they're releasing, and it's coming out on Tower Records.
They're releasing one record.
Oh, okay, well, I'll check that out when they release it.
On Tower Records.
When?
They went out of business 7 years ago. I kind of miss Tower Records. I'm saying it was the best record store, but it was just fun that it was like open till midnight, and like if you were looking for something to do, it was like open like it was even open at like Christmas.
Yeah. Did they go bankrupt?
Yeah.
The entire... Let's not talk about that.
No, I want to talk about Tower Records though, because Tower Records, when I used to do Metal Rules magazine, they were the very first people to distribute me.
Isn't there something
and they paid me fairly.
Like controversy about it, or
no? It's just I could show. I could make a rock video out of all the places that either burnt down at clubs or all the.
It's the government.
It is,
yeah.
Or all the record
Blame it
stores
on your local
closed
government.
down. You know, like for years, like no matter if it was this or that record store, it was still like a place you could buy your music. And now, the art of looking through CD or let's just say anything, the art of looking through anything is dead now because everybody's shopping online. So the actual art of the library, the same thing that could reciprocate to the library.
The trend is over.
That was good. That was good. You didn't even need a mic.
That was good, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I actually think that I could be a death metal singer.
I think you are.
Yeah.
You should just do it.
I just feel like that I can't do any more than like a half a song because
That's
I'll be done
fine.
for the night.
That's fine. Just look real tough all night.
I could even do the gurgle if I get maybe later on.
You can just flush the toilet and stick your...
Yeah,
Is that
yeah, that sounded really like a gay porn movie.
yeah, right.
I said the gurgle. All right, so we're talking about Kataklysm has a new album coming out called "Waiting for the End to Come." It's going to be due out in late 2013, possibly 2014. Also, Nuclear Blast Records. I think Nuclear Blast Records should like send me a shirt or like some kind of prize. This is like the third band out of 5 that are on Nuclear Blast Records.
Send us some Meshuggah gym shorts.
Wow, that would be awesome.
They really have those.
Do they?
I love Meshuggah.
But how low are they?
Meshuggah gym
Because if they're like any like less
They're
than
where
this,
you
my balls
want
will
them to
hang
be.
out.
They're where you want them to be.
Remember, I'm 46.
They
I got old balls.
They can hold in your balls.
They will?
Yeah.
Okay. So I definitely.
Oh wait, you did it wrong. You gotta, if these are your balls, you gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah. They're one is longer than the other, or lower than the
You
other.
ain't the only one, buddy.
Yeah. It's really like it's noticeable.
It's just because they don't like to be next to each other.
Yeah, they're like
They do. They get jealous of each other.
Yeah, they do. Like, hey, I want it to come from me. Thank you.
Literally.
Oh,
It's my turn.
yeah, it's my turn. Get down there.
So are you guys Kataklysm fans?
I never really listened to this band. I did check them out. Kind of thought it sounded like Bury Your Dead. Like, I didn't really think it was like too innovative. Definitely brutal enough, but didn't really catch my fancy.
I can agree with that. Innovative, especially. I didn't think there was anything, great going on that I could latch onto. I'm not really that big of a death metal fan or whatever you want to call that.
Yeah, they're
kind
death
of
metal. Yeah.
But just I could figure out the lyrics from what he was saying, and I just felt like they were really lame.
Okay.
And I just want to point out, I also thought it was totally lame that the drummer pointed at the camera while playing one of his drums.
Did he twirl sticks?
Yeah, he might have done that too, but he was like, yeah, you. Like, he fucking almost kissed the camera. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't like that part. Kenny? Do you remember talking about
They've been around over a decade, have they not?
a lot longer than
Long
that?
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, so I guess I'm gonna be the savior of them again, save them from this. I actually really like them a lot, and I think actually they are unique. I'm not really familiar with Bury Your Dead, but I know that these guys have been out way longer than Bury Your Dead. So if maybe Bury Your Dead is influenced by them, might be the other way.
It could be
maybe
the
other way
around.
around.
Yeah.
I'm not really familiar. with that band at all to even tell you what it sounds like. But I know Kataklysm has a very unique sound. So when you hear that, you automatically, to me, I automatically know it's the band, and it's really good yard selling metal. Like when I swear to God, when I go out yard selling because I do eBay for a living, so I go out on a Saturday morning or whatever, and I'm like, I'm up really early in the morning, and it really like. It's like the perfect music to like drive down the road looking for yard sale signs. I've done it many occasions.
Slow creep.
Try with Bury Your Dead.
Yeah.
Yard sale metal!
I don't know.
There's nothing I like more than looking for a couch with Kataklysm.
Couch is too big. I'm looking for smaller ones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A sculpture.
Definitely.
A hutch.
I was thought they always deliver. I like that they're really heavy, but they're also catchy, which like I don't like when metal becomes so much that you can't find a beat in it, or like some kind of something you can hook into. I'm like primitive, and like I can't like grasp too much at a time. So if there's not like a hook in there somewhere where I grab onto it, then I just get lost, confused, and if so. I like just like I just like that's to me is the best my favorite part of metal. So that's what I like about Kataklysm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually the opposite, but I also agree with you in the primitive sense of things. I need something to help me get into it. As far as like what you said about kind of like Neanderthal kind of like beats, a consistent, somewhat steady rhythm is what I'm more interested in.
Yeah.
But, when there's things that are going all over the place and there's like all sorts of double bass, I can't really, I've never been able to get into that. And especially a lot of that chugging sort of stuff it's not really my style, so.
Yeah, I mean, I go up and down. I mean, I listen to, that's why you see on the show, I handed you a sheet with all different genres of metal. I love all music. So I'm like find a little bit of beauty in in all kinds of metal, and there's like good and bad bands in every genre. But like death metal, when I like the death metal, I like something that like that's catchy, but also like seriously heavy. Like
Immolation.
Yeah,
They're my favorite death metal band.
Things, but like even they could even be over the top at times, like like Dying Fetus, like which is like over the top. But also you can almost dance to their music, which is like weird. Like how can this be this heavy and danceable at the same time? So, but that works. Like Dying Fetus, Misery Index.
Misery Index is great.
Yeah, I love Obituary. I think they're just amazing. When they're slow or fast, they just sound like they just hook you in like. Like
Slowly We Rot.
Yeah. So. I think if you guys listen to more Kataklysm, I'm not getting in your head and convincing you, but I think if you guys listen to more Kataklysm, they would probably grow on you. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know you guys well enough, but I think they're pretty good. They got something to offer.
Who's the drummer? You know the drummer?
I'm not going to name band members. I don't even know. I'm not that much of a music nerd that I can name every single band member. I could say Kataklysm me like.
Yeah.
But I can't sit there. I won't name albums for you. I mean, I have like 4 or 5 albums. Off the top of my head, I don't even know what they're called. But
I was gonna say
new one, newer one, old one.
Everything with real heavy music. Like if you can't find like the music in it, as long as the drum is good. Do you know what I mean? Like as long as
and less stick twirling. We all know you're good at drums. Bro,
I mean, like as long as the no matter what's going on in the song, even if the vocals are complete crap, I listen to a lot of heavier music for the drumming. Like the guitars will be all over the place, but you're still listening for the drum.
Is that the gurgle that you were talking about?
No. I can't do it right now. I have to be ready for it.
The toilet flushing? Is that gurgle?
The soda pouring?
One thing I don't like about heavy metal drums, and you find it in a lot of death metal, is popcorn drums. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Those clicks.
Yes.
The drums, it just sounds like a popcorn machine. It's like... It doesn't even sound like drums.
Continuous,
it doesn't even sound like drums. It sounds like microwave popcorn.
You know what it is? Because it's like, they turn up their snare so high that it literally sounds like it's a computer... It's like a computer.
But it is, because then they stick the trigger over there.
Yeah, all those triggers and all that Pro Tools.
They smack it all across, all the way down. Once the song end, okay, right here, okay, good, you're
You might as well just fucking line up all the hits right.
What was that? What's that band that sounds like Bugs?
What?
Oh, dude, this band.
I
This
think I love
band is
them.
so funny.
Everybody should listen to this. Cemetery Rapist.
Cemetery
Have you guys heard
Rapist.
this?
I love the name.
Dude, they're
They're
so
opening up
good.
They sound like
Skull
bugs.
Ripper.
It just sounds
They're
like
so
bugs.
good.
Just bugs.
It's like pretty primordial, like death metal.
Right?
And it's just one guy and a drum machine, and he tracks everything live, and he plays live as one person with backing tracks
Cemetery
and the
Rapist.
drum machine, and he sings like a cicada.
I love that.
Dude,
It's
I
fucking
can't
so
wait for the
good.
ride home tonight. I really
Could you guys
check it
get him to
out.
play with you so I can go see him?
I would fucking love to play with him.
That'd be ridiculous.
He's always
him up,
posting
make it
about
happen.
like getting stoned and fucking looking at porn and shit.
Yeah.
I want to do both those things with him.
While we're
He's
making
gotta
the
be a
music,
cool
I like
guy.
that.
Are you kidding me? That's like everybody ever.
Do you guys like black metal that sounds like Rusty Fanblade? You know, like the one that sounds like
I love black metal.
just sounds
Black
like
metal's great.
no, the
I don't
black
care
metal
how
that
bad
sounds
it
like this
sounds.
when it goes.
I
You know what I'm talking about?
don't care how bad it sounds. My
That's
boss makes
cool.
fun of me because he says like I'll be playing something in the tattoo shop and he'll be like, I literally thought that was static. I thought you were listening to
Yeah.
static.
Yeah, his way of showing a blast beat is so funny though. He's like, so
Looks like he's in love.
yeah.
I love black metal.
No, I love black metal, but
Some of it does sound pretty bad, but
Yeah, I can't-
even some of that. I
Yeah.
like.
You like even the stuff that sounds like
Oh yeah.
that? Yeah.
Yeah.
is Goat
A
Horde
lot of
black
hipster
metal?
black metal out there too, but
I don't know if I can answer that.
I don't even know.
Good answer by saying
Yeah.
you couldn't answer that.
I don't
Yeah.
think they are.
They're not anything. They are.
They're awesome.
They're everything.
Yeah.
Food Wars is the
They're
shit.
everything. They
I don't
have
think they're
everything.
black metal at all.
I
I mean, the
would
name
say
sounds like
yes.
a black metal.
You know why?
Goat
Because
Horde.
they're like
They have
every
some
song,
black
like
metal
a
riffs.
thrash song.
Goat Horde?
Oh, Goat Horde. I've heard Goat Horde that doesn't sound anything like black metal.
Yeah, I don't think they sound like almost like
Some of
sludgy,
their riffs do.
like right. Yeah.
They're great bands.
They got that New Orleans
I
sound.
say they are.
Yeah.
You know, that New Orleans has that
Very
special
brutal.
sound. Yeah.
Their drummer is
It's
so
thrash.
good.
Has elements. I'm not saying they are black.
They're heavier than most of the New Orleans bands.
Yeah,
Well,
I've
yeah,
never
and more
heard of
evil
Goat Horde
too.
Yeah.
that sounds
They're not
black metal,
stonery.
but I don't know much about them, so
They
Let's play up bands
incorporate
that nobody
everything.
knows about. Let's talk about them.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acid Bath.
I have no
Right,
idea.
I remember.
but I've
Wait, I
heard
remember
good
that.
things.
I've heard
I've heard
Yeah,
good
I've heard them
things.
in many years,
What's
but
that
yeah,
one?
I used to listen to it. Yeah.
Definitely have heard good things.
So what I was gonna say.
It has some weird thing, party popper or party balloons or that. Seriously, I'm not
They do.
kidding.
It's
One
the
of them-
John Wayne Gacy
Right,
with the
yeah.
with the
Oh,
penis.
yeah.
See?
Yep.
Come on.
But the pagan terrorist tactics. Is that I got it? My buddy is in a band called Shine, not Shine Down, but Shine, and we worked at the same match when we were young bucks, and he's like, dude, you gotta listen to this band. Acid Bath. It was in the mid '90s.
They were good.
They sounded, and the one song sounds like Strange World by Iron Maiden. They're like Typo Negative meets Pantera, maybe, right?
This big
What do you
typo.
God,
negative
I
fan
can't.
over
I
here.
don't
Are
really
you?
remember.
I love Type of Negative, dude.
Dude,
I met
got
Peter
every
Steele
album.
once in a basement.
Yeah. Hung
That's
out
awesome.
with him.
It was very random. I went to a party. It was the tour bus. You ever heard of the tour bus? It used to be a show based out of North Jersey. It was like a radio show. And I got invited to a party because I was doing the magazine at the time, and it was like the weirdest party ever. But like you know, I got a VIP pass. I went in the basement. It's literally like a dirty basement. Some guys like you know, like with the cement floor and everything. Like you go to like some party you went to when you were like in high school. But like
We
I'm
still
down
play
there.
basements.
Yeah. And there's Peter Steele sitting on a
shame in
fold-out
that.
chair.
I love basement shows.
And I was like, hey, what's up, dude? I'm like all like goofy and drunk. And I'm like, can I get a picture with you? And there's this awesome picture of me, like, I'm all like, and he's like, I put the stand of wire near me. And then at the party, he, every time he had to go to the bathroom, everybody had to leave the bathroom. You weren't allowed to go in the bathroom while he was in there.
Oh.
Like, oh, Peter Steele has to take a pee. Everybody out. We're like, well, I'm still going. Too bad. Get out.
Well, hopefully he was doing a whole bunch of blow in there.
Yeah.
On his own.
It was very odd.
Looking at himself in the mirror.
So anything else on Cataclysm? Since this clip's probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is a long one.
This is what we have on Cataclysm, right?
Yeah.
Kataklysm.
All right.
I gotta pee.